Hey guys, what's up? Thank you for joining me for another video, and today I will be talking about Street Fighter V and whether it's worth a purchase here in 2021. The game is now within its final season, which hopefully we get some Street Fighter VI official news. There was some leaked stuff, but I'm not talking about that because I don't want to get myself slapped by Capcom. But hopefully we get some Street Fighter VI news next year. And yes, even though I have a PlayStation 4 and I love Street Fighter V, I would like to see Street Fighter VI come to Xbox One and maybe even the Nintendo Switch as well. I don't like the idea that Street Fighter V has just been console exclusive to PS4, and of course it's on PC. Now, with all the disclaimer bollocks out the way, apart from the next disclaimer I'm about to give, which is that of course Street Fighter is my favourite fighting game franchise, so I've mentioned it in previous videos, so just bear that one in mind, so there's a little bit of bias there. But is it worth a pickup? And that's a mixed bag, because the game does have plenty to offer in the offline department. You need to buy the Championship Edition, or I think there's a new edition that you can pick up, because if you just buy the bog standard basic bitch Street Fighter V edition, you're missing out on a lot of stuff. The way they marketed and produced this game does boggle the brain and raises a lot of questions. But if you pick up the Championship Edition on the cheap, which you can pick up all the time as it's on offer, absolutely go for it and pick that one up. That version is definitely worth the purchase if you just enjoy casual fighting or offline fighting. There's a really good story mode. There's also arcade mode, which it emulates the Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3, 4 Alpha. It emulates their arcades, which is really cool. There's also like singular character stories, which again, that's pretty cool. And then there's the main story mode, which is pretty awesome. There's also plenty of, you got your standard verses. You've also got plenty of like time attack and survival mode and all those, and challenge mode, which is pretty cool. And of course you've got your training mode, and there is loads of characters to choose from. I mainly main as Cammy and Ryu, but I'm trying to branch out. I am trying to branch out. But yeah, so so the footage you'll see here is just me playing as Cammy a lot of the time, and maybe a little bit of Ryu. But yeah, the game has loads to offer in the offline department. So if you do not mind playing loads of offline stuff and single player stuff, or a couch co-op, well, not co-op, you know what I mean, couch kicking the crap out of your friend or your sibling, go for it. This game is definitely 100% worth a pickup. Now, the negative is that the online mode of Street Fighter V has, and always is at the minute, sucky. It sucks. The connections are terrible. People rage quit all the time, and yeah, people just take advantage of their really crappy internet connection, and just their character ends up teleporting across the screen. You can't read their moves, and they end up just, you know, turtling, and as soon as you go near them, they're just just doing down kick, and there's nothing you can do because you just can't see the frames. And I don't know what they were doing. There was a recent patch where they apparently made it a little better, but with Street Fighter 6, they need to sort out the online. The online in most fighting games is pretty wank, but here it just drags the game down, because if the online was on par with what's on offer for the single player, this game would be 10 out of 10. However, even though I love Street Fighter and I love this game, the fighting mechanics, the characters, the graphics, it's all awesome, but the online connections is crap, and sometimes you can be waiting, half hour to find a fight, and when you do, it could be a terrible connection. You'll lose because of that, and it just really puts a sour taste in the mouth. So, in conclusion, if you don't mind more of a single player experience, I'd definitely go for Street Fighter V. However, if you're rocking incredibly good internet and you want to risk going up against other people in the online departments, go for it. The game, when it does work online, works really well, and there are some really great players out there. I am not in any way a pro player. I'm not in any way gold or diamond tier level multiplayer. I can't even get out a super bronze because of how long it takes me to find a game, and when I do, I'm just fighting a lot of people who are just teleporting across the screen, or I end up just about to beat someone and they rage quit and you get nothing. So yes, pick it up if you're a Street Fighter fan or a fighting fan. It's got plenty to offer on offline. However, just bear in mind the online part is not great. But please let me know what you think down in the comments. Have you played it? Will you play it? Does the online bother you that much, or do you prefer just the more single-player approach to fighting games? Please like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Please consider slapping that subscribe button. I'll be giving away a Nintendo Switch Lite when I reach 1,000 subscribers, which I'm nearly halfway to, so that's thanks to all you amazing people. And yeah, until next time, take it easy.